Bike nights are dying because people stopped riding. They're dying because people's not talking anymore. If you think that sounds dramatic, think about the last bike night you actually stayed at. All right, welcome back to another Thursday. We're going to get into this. Before I do go any farther, I want to say hey to everybody in the side chat: Bent Rim, Evil Rick, Guns and Baggers, Boy Dixie. And that's all we got going right now. Below, you'll see the scroll. Those are all the members. If you want to come over into the members live after this, because we get a little deeper, I'm going to tell you what's been going on with Rollin Throttle. Hit the join button, become a member, become a part of the family, and we'll go through it. So, with that, all right, let's get into it. Tonight is not going to be a normal rant. I'm not going to go back and be all nostalgia about what's been in the past and what's happening now. Because this is just something I've noticed slowly over time. And once I noticed it, I just couldn't unsee it. Most things don't actually end, they don't explode, they don't shut down overnight. Nobody makes a big announcement. They just change so gradually that one day you realized you stopped going. And you can't even pinpoint when it happened. You didn't decide to quit. You didn't get mad. You didn't swear it off. You just stopped rearranging your schedule to make it work. That's how the bike nights feel now. And I'm not saying that as criticism. I'm saying it because I didn't notice it happening either. For a long time, bike nights were just something you did. You didn't debate it, whether it was worth it. You didn't check who was going. You didn't think about how long you'd stay. You just went. You rode in, parked your bike, shut it off, leaned against it like you'd done 1,000 times before. You talked to people you didn't already know. And that part matters more than people realize. You weren't networking. You weren't building a following. You weren't curating anything special. You were just talking about anything and everything because that person happened to be standing right next to you. Somebody had a bike that didn't make sense. You went over and looked at it, not because you're going to make fun of it. Excuse me. But because you just wanted to check it out. Somebody else had very strong opinions about why it shouldn't work. And somehow it worked anyways. Those conversations weren't deep. They weren't meaningful in a poetic way. They were just human. And for a lot of us, that's enough. That's why we go to bike nights, to meet, do stuff, meet people. Nobody showed up to be impressive. Nobody showed up to represent anything. Nobody showed up trying to be important. You were just a rider who showed up. Somewhere along the way, that changed. It wasn't suddenly. It wasn't dramatically. It didn't even get worse. It just got quieter. And I don't mean quiet like peaceful. I mean quiet like the room full of people who don't know what to say to each other. And you know what I'm talking about. Because then that turns into this click. That turns into this click. That turns into this click. And then they talk to this, and that person don't like because of that. And then that person should have done this, and whoever's running should have done that. We all know that. We've all seen that. And then it gets even quieter. Quiet, like everybody's standing around looking busy, waiting for something to happen. And that's the strange part. Because nothing is actually wrong. Today, the bikes are nicer, the locations are fine, and sometimes the turnout is even bigger than what we used to do. That's it. People still ride. And yeah, Jake, a bunch of strangers who don't want to become acquaintances. You're nailing it. That's that slow thing I'm sitting back and watching. Yep, the click aspect of things, but for me, it's a bit of a thing for me to try, and it just talk to someone I don't even know, but I'm getting better at it though. But you already have a common ground when you show up. You rode in on a motorcycle. There's all it's almost like we forgot how to communicate. I mean, I just don't get it because like people still ride. They just don't say it. And communities don't survive on attendance. They actually survive on friction. Now, listen to me. Friction is the part of a body that nobody likes to admit they need. It's the awkward conversations that goes a little too long. It's the disagreement that doesn't turn into an argument. It's the guy who talks too much but somehow ends up being the most memorable person there. It's the bike that probably shouldn't have been there, but did. You smooth all of that out, and what you're left with looks better. I mean, it's photographs better. It's behaves better. It's easier to manage, but it doesn't stick. Yeah, Cal fired. She misses going to bike nights. Riding on three, true. But look at the first time I said hi to you and Crystal compared to now. You gotta break that ice, man. That little friction. I think the separation is based on those who ride and those who ride from bar to bar. Those who ride whose bike is dirty, based on one that's been in a garage. But how come there's a separation? It's just a bike night. It's not like we're out trying to build a culture or build something. It's just a bike night. Just ride in. Why does it matter? It's only a few hours to hang out with people or support wherever you're at. Jake says sometimes a little chit chat can turn someone from stranger to family, and maybe you learn a few things along the way. Ding, 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 there, Jake. Ding, ding, ding. I mean, how many times have we seen that at mobbing? I mean, think about it. I've been to bike nights where every bike was perfect, paint's flawless, parts expensive, everything exactly where it was supposed to be. Yet I left early, not because it was a bad bike night, not because anyone was rude, because there was nothing pulling me to stay. That friction, that conversation. You know, we got to start talking to our neighbors. We got to go back old school, man. We got to get away from this hype. Just ride. Just show up. Just chill. Thanks, Zach, throwing in on the super chat. Get put into the drawing tonight for another t-shirt. All these super chats we do every week helps us towards our mobbing goal. We appreciate it. Well, it's funny, just like the biker wave. I laughed the other day about just how much different people look at me on the trike compared to when I'm on Stitch, which is his lowrider. There is a huge difference, not family. The why. Where do we lose that connection? Because the thing is, it's been this slow connection to the point, all of a sudden, like I said, I've just slowly noticed over time. And then eventually you're like, hang on a second. And it's missing. That's why I feel like bike nights are dying. It's kind of like events. Lose the soul. You lose the meaning. You lose the purpose. It's that one little break. One little break. Especially during the week, man. You had a long week. That one, just a few hours to get with like-minded people, be in the saddle, have some good conversations, have some good laughs. Thanks, Demo. He is in. Look at this, man. Appreciate the support. Glad you got into the giveaway this week. 10 spots. I think there's 8 left. Get in for drawing for a t-shirt. All the money goes towards mobbing. That way we can make sure you guys have an excellent experience. Which, don't forget, if you want to come over to the members live afterwards, hit the join family. Join up, come over. I have some stuff to talk about. We had a wonderful week. This stuff is just getting more and more exciting for 2026, mobbing and what Rollin Throttle is about to do. But we couldn't do it without all of you guys in the chat. Appreciate everybody who watches. Appreciate everybody that supports us. But yeah, going back to bike nights. I didn't learn anything. I didn't meet anyone. I didn't feel like I was a part of something unfolding. There wasn't like, wow. I was just present at these bike nights. And presence without connection gets old real fast. Gets old, gets boring. And it kind of makes it hard to engage and create that connection. All right, Bent Rim. What's up? Appreciate you getting back in it. That's 2. What we down? All right. All the support, love, man, every week. This man is a walking billboard. Thanks for another super chat. Really appreciate it. That's right. Jake's sending the love out to Bikers and Back Roads. Welcome. Glad you guys can make it this week. They're West Virginia locals. Hope to do a little collaboration, do some stuff, and help them grow. Guns and Baggers. Another West Virginia heartfelt. Thanks for jumping in and the super chat, doing this, helping us towards mobbing the mountains. You guys are awesome. Big Mike's already. Look at that, Big Mike. Let me just make this short and sweet. A lot of you guys, you support the crap out of us. We love it. But I'm going to send a little extra love to Big Mike. There's a lot of stuff that has helped me. He has helped me, and Rollin Throttle along the way. Really appreciate it. Appreciate him and Dr. J a lot. But going back, like I said, going back, I didn't learn anything. I didn't meet anyone. I didn't feel like I was part of something unfolding. I was just present at bike nights. And the presence, like I said, without connection, it gets boring, it gets old. And I feel like that's why people just quietly start leaving. They don't complain, they don't argue about what's going on. They're not going to announce I'm leaving and never coming back. They just poof. You just don't see them returning anymore. And you got to think, if people rearrange their lives just to be there. And once that happens, they just stop rearranging their life to be there. And once that happens, it's already over. Whether anyone wants to admit that. But what's interesting is that smaller rideouts feel better now. Smaller events feel better now. Smaller get-togethers feel better now. And it's not because it's some exclusive, and it's not because it's a secret. It's because they're just getting back to the old ways of being honest, being connected, just hanging out for the love of what we like to do. That's right, Jake. Jake says you just got to break the ice and ask about their bike, no matter how small the details are. Yeah. And these small events, man, it gets back to the carnival, gets back to what's been happening. Nobody's performing, nobody's trying to look right, get that look, how these people go get that look. Nobody's counting how many people showed up. You're just happy for everybody that showed up. And you're just there because you want to ride with those people on that day. That's it. Plain and simple. There's no pressure to turn it into something else. There's no pressure to turn it into some big event. And this isn't just a motorcycle thing. This happens everywhere. Like we see it in all kinds of stuff. In my little time, other things I like to do. I've seen it in gyms. I've seen it in music. I've seen it in friend groups. I've seen it in motorcycle clubs. Anything that starts as people and turns into presentation eventually loses the people. We know this. We've discussed it. That's exactly why we do mobbing. It's about the people. It's about us. It's about just being simple, living the simple life. Hey, we have some more people come in. Greg's in here. Jack's in here. What's up, everybody? We got 5 more slots. If anybody would like to jump in before we do the giveaway towards the end of the show for the t-shirt, $5 or more gets you into the giveaway. We appreciate it. What's your guys' thoughts? You guys seeing the same thing? You guys feel the same thing, or is it still pretty happening thing going with bike nights? Because I also kind of feel like with the shift of what happened and the dealerships kind of overhyped and made it into more a spectacle instead of just opening up a place to come and be after hours, after you get off work. What you guys think? Exactly. That's why I was just talking about Evil Rick, the way it was before commercialism. I hope everyone that wanted to ride was able to get out today and ride. Was not riding on 3, was not. But I did get the bike fired up, and excuse me. I did get the bike fired up and ready because I am going to hit it hard this weekend. That's right. We're going to do some hooligan stuff this weekend. Jake, do not give us the weather report in Florida. Okay, we don't want to hear it from you right now. 68 degrees. Oh, jeez. Oh, Fat Glide. Mwah. Much love and respect going out to you and the lovely Miss Calfire. I see the little thing. Tiger's my boy. He's kind of my blue. Tiger's my blue. You're my blue boy. Look at the super chat down there. Oh, we got 3. 2 more spots. 2 more spots. You guys are awesome. Venus finally showed up. I guess he was eating ice cream. Bike nights around here is just a flex for the local clubs. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling that in some ways, in some places. Folks want internet likes and don't really care for real interaction. Except for you guys. Except for us. We love to hang out with each other. It's like a family reunion every time we get together. Can't wait to get there and hate to leave. At least that's the way I am. I get so excited when everybody shows up. Supposed to be good weather this weekend. Get you some good winter gear, Drew. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Right here, me. Tell me good winter weather gear. What's winter weather gear? Just ride. Yeah, Jack, you stay out of it, Texas weather. That's what I'm going to say. No, Dallas. No. Look at this prima donna here. Okay, I'm here. Start over from the beginning. Jeez. We have a new one in the house. Keith. I believe this is Jake's boy from down in Florida that I've heard about. What's up, Keith, man? Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. Let's see what we got here. That seems to be the same thing around here, being the dealers have had to stop them because of clubs causing issues at them. Yeah. And since I got here back to West Virginia, I've went out riding late at night, and some nights I meet some guys and we just rip around. Some nights it's just me the whole time and just meeting people sitting around at restaurants or whatever. Like, I'm starting to become a fan of just late night rip around cities type of thing. I don't recommend it in Chicago or Baltimore or Philadelphia or New York. But small town cities like we got, you meet some interesting characters. Venus is in super chat. Love you too, Venus. Maybe one day we'll get you across the Mississippi on this side. We got almost there. You guys are awesome. Yeah, you are bringing more Florida to the house with Keith. I love it. Yeah, I'm not talking like super anything crazy. Just going out ripping around the town, chilling on the sidewalk, enjoying the slow pace. Exactly. Talking about winter gear. But you guys are talking about the club thing, right? And I'm talking about what I do. You know, and some people do that too. They go find something that feels real again, that has that feeling. But because bike nights didn't die, they didn't fail. They just lost the part that made people talk to each other, enjoy it. You know, the bikes didn't change. People did. Industry did. Man, is Matt in the house? Did I miss Matt? Yes, I did. I miss Matt. Miss saying hi to Matt. If you could think about a bike night, you say, hey, this is what I would think a perfect bike night would be. Put it in the chat what you think a perfect bike night would be. Yep. And if you're a member, come on over. We'll get into it in the members live. Nori's in here, late as always. So yeah, what do you think a perfect bike night would be? I mean, I got my idea, my head, and it's simple. It's simple for dealerships. So simple for dealerships. Jake, we're not going to get into that right now. Just remember, one of the most famous stunt people broke every bone in his body. Oh, Evil Knievel. That's all I can say. Riding on 3. Perfect bike night. Family all hanging out. Maybe a side show going on, and then everyone mount up and go ride through town having fun. I agree. I agree with some of that stuff. That sounds like a great bike night. Well, technically, the bike night is Friday, June 26th. Thursday night is the Mod Pass hangout. Hey, I understand you drive. I see you there, Greg. Be careful. Don't ride like me. Dallas says best bike nights include burnouts in the parking lot and tire smoke inside the bar. Been there, done that. Little shenanigans. Little shenanigans. I'll tell you what, I've been thinking about this since this topic. I'm like, what would be a perfect? And so simple. All the dealership has to do is technically shut down and leave the doors open, and crews and people just ride in. You just hang around the parking lot. You don't have all the stuff in the parking lot with all the little tables of knickknacks and food and stuff. You just ride in, meet up, hang out for a little while, bullshit, talk about whatever you need at the dealership, talk to anything you need from your people in the dealership. Then eventually somebody will say, well, I'm hungry. Great. Here's a perfect opportunity. Everybody jumps on. You go rip somewhere, break some bread together, have a good time. Tell everybody good night. Rip home. You've had a few hours away from it and a great time. Simple. And then you do it next week. And I feel like bike nights should be kind of in the middle of the week. That way it kind of gives you that break. That way the week doesn't feel so long. Just gives you a break. For Dixie, he says, old drive-in movie for the kids with some games off to the side, then a section with open format music, but the entire area is an open show for the bikes. Simple. Simple. That's what I'm talking about. See, this is why he's my man. Wet t-shirt contest. That's true. Technically, every night it will be at Mobbin. Riding on three is thinking it again. Actually, come to think of it, bike night held at a drag strip and everyone has fun racing each other sounds even better. That does sound like a good bike night. Good bike night. Evil Rick, big campfire, lots of coolers full of adult beverages, naked women on the stripper poles. We talking bike night or mobbing? Which one are you talking about? Love you. Swap meet, hang around, something for the kiddos. See? And that's simple. That is simple. It's not, as Evil Rick put it, it's not commercialized. It's not overhyped. It is so simple. Travel beers and air supply. Entertainment. I like a little entertainment. Don't we all? Depends on what part of the country you're in. When we were out in South Dakota, swap meets were not dead, man, bro. But it was the swap meet out there was different than any other swap meets I went to. Of course, you meet people and everything. Um, it turned into some like great business connections and great collaborations because you had time to meet and sit and talk, and you got to know everybody in the area. Um, Black Hills Harley Davidson puts on an excellent swap meet. But the other thing is, let me bring this back up. Let me bring Keith back here. Here's the other thing: are they dead, or is it the fact that our little community and my friends and stuff, we just go ahead and swap parts anyway. So we're like, oh, don't worry about it. I got that. Everybody helps each other. Everybody swaps parts. It's kind of like a swap meet, just within your own little tribe of what's going on. Doobie doo. Doobie 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 doo. Doobie doo doobie doo. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Control V. He says, no, down here, it's only the couple of local shops and marketplace. Maybe we need to get you to West Virginia, Jake. Jake. Exactly. That and someone's meanwhile trying to sell senses in the timeshare. Oh Lord, you make me laugh on that one. You make me laugh. Let me see here. Links in the chat if anybody wants to jump on and give their opinion about bike nights and what they see. I gave my opinion, and you guys are awesome to listen to it. Of course, you know how I am. I kind of go down the rabbit hole when I start looking at stuff. Horse trade would be great. Only thing is if they would have to pay for the pavilion and auctioneer. Huh. Yeah, Dally's goodwill bike. Oh, the monster! It's alive, but it runs. It runs good. But yeah, if anybody wants to jump on and give their opinion, links in the chat. I'll throw it again. Because, like I said, I think I've just been in this thing about just getting back to simpler times, man. And then when you're back to simpler times, you start simple and just let it naturally grow. Don't force it to grow. If it grows, it grows. If it don't, it don't. But most of the time, when something's good, word gets around. Road King 21 says swap meets are dead because lack of parts and everyone riding newer bikes. That comes into a conversation that I had today. And about how back we were trying we had a little difference than when we thought it started, but it seemed like Harley kind of got greedy with their design of their bikes, and the customizations became less and less and less, where they used to make a simpler platform, a great canvas, and allowed you not have to strip the bike and redo it, but basically build off of what was there. All right, demo.
What's up?
What's your opinion about bike nights, where it's going, where it's been, and what's going on?
Eh, they seem to be doing well around here. I know they have a couple of dealers had to stop because of a couple of clubs, but I also know up in Knoxville they're doing the same thing, but they keep trying to find new spots, new places, but it's still commercialized. And I'm thinking, from what I understand, next year's bike nights at the main dealership, they're looking at changing it altogether. So who knows? But they still hold them. But a lot of times it's like you said, clubs and stuff hold more of them than anybody else. So
Yeah. Yep. Uh, Evil Rick says some growth is neither needed or necessary. That's true. When it's good, it's good. Just leave it alone. Jake, Grudge Bike Nights. Everyone working on their bikes or helping out. That sounds like a fun evening. Or it's, 3 people working on bikes, 10 people telling them out how to work on the bike, and then 2 people telling them about how newer bikes suck. The older bikes are better.
that wouldn't be anything like what happened at Mobbin last year, now would it? Or this year?
No, that was one bike down, one person working, and 30 people telling them how to do it. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. This is what you're laughing at.
Yeah, that was when I seen it.
That's what you're laughing at.
Hey, he's not on here, so that's on him.
Yeah. We'll get him into the after hours show.
Yeah.
Which is going to be fun.
Yeah, he'll probably have the underwear on this time.
Yeah. Greg said, not a bad bike night at the HD Museum on Thursdays. Never been. Will you please elaborate a little bit? I mean, it's the museum. I figure it would be badass. Not being a smartass, but I'm just like, it's a museum. I figure it would be badass. Like you're in the mecca of Harley Davidson. Oh, I said fog. I had to reread that to make sure he didn't say something inappropriate. Hey, everyone. I'm in the inside. I'm driving through the rain in the fog, so I'm just listening. Well, thanks for coming by, Bill. Appreciate it. Looking.
Oh.
But, yeah. But yeah, That's what I've noticed, especially around here. It's just I'm getting into these topics because this is funny. This is where I'm getting with all this stuff, especially since we come back. Because we would come back home a little bit. I'd hear the grumblings. We go back on the road, right? And all I'd hear about around here is there's nothing going on. People don't like to do this. Da da da. It's not that. It's people were just tired of what was going on, right? So
Yeah.
we come back and do our simple things we do, just going down the Charleston, hanging out, ripping around Charleston. Next thing you know, we got like 20 people going to the track and just running, testing two nights. Some people started coming. And it was nothing big production. Just, hey, we're going to go do this. It turned out to be a lot of fun because you're hanging out, doing motorcycle stuff, getting to know people. All right, Greg's elaborating. Let's see. A lot of good people riding there. Usually a band playing and food and drinks if needed. No dealership BS. That last part's what is what the problem is. No dealership BS. I don't think that's going to happen much longer. And I will get into that in the memberships live.
I mean,
What?
it's always fun to actually be able to hang out with people, meet new people, so on and so forth. Because I mean, there was a couple of people when I went to the last bike night down for the dealership before they had to move it, and the night I was off. I mean, that's the other thing. Bike nights anymore, though, too. Part of the downfall of them is you've got people trying to make ends meet, and if you're holding a bike night, they're working overtime or they're working nights, whatever the
Right.
case is. They can't make it. And some people, and a lot of people right now, are working 2, 3 jobs.
So what you're saying is
So
somebody should just open a place, just kind of make it a hangout. You can come hang out if you work night shift. Come hang out during the day before work, or whatever. Just make it kind of a home for people to be able to come and hang out.
yeah,
Have a place. I might know a guy working on that.
yeah. I think I heard of a guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go back to what you said about the wave. The difference that you
Mm-hmm.
see between being from three wheels to two wheels. Like,
Oh yeah.
can you kind of elaborate what you've seen, what you're talking about?
Oh yeah. Just here locally, I can ride in the same stretch each time I go either to the tail or doesn't make a difference where, even back and forth to work. I pass about 2 or 3 of the same bikes almost every day that I go to work. And well, when I got the trike back, I decided to take it into work the first day back to work. Same 2 guys I passed 2 weeks prior on Stitch. I waved at them. They didn't even bother to lift a hand. And I was like, okay. And I started laughing. I was like, you guys don't even realize it's the same person you waved to a couple weeks ago when I was on the other bike. And I mean, it's just the mindset. I mean, even when at bike nights, you'll see some people look at the bike a little bit, ask a question or two, and that's about it. But the fun thing, though, is me being on the trike, I've actually been able to help people, though, too, at the same time. And it actually changed the mindset of a couple of guys at Sturgis one year. Their bike was broke down. They didn't have any tools whatsoever. And as you know, I keep a tool bag in the trunk of the bike the entire
Mm-hmm.
time. So I broke it out, and the guy looked at him and goes, "Dude, I can pretty much do the entire job that I need to do right here." He had to take the exhaust off for the oxygen sensor because the bike wasn't running right. So he
Right.
had to take the oxygen sensor out, clean it off, so he can get it to at least running to get it back to town. From what I understand, I don't know much. I don't really work on them, but I had the tools for him to be able to do it. And after that, he goes, "I used to always make fun of people on trikes." He goes, "After today, that ends." Because he was looking at almost $100 something tow bill.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah. He's like, I'm looking at having to call a tow truck, and they done told me it's going to cost about $100 or so. I was like, ouch. He goes, no, I don't need that. Appreciate it.
I've been there. That's cheap. But anyways, yeah, that's. I was straight. I used to be like that way back in the day, like when I first got into this stuff. Now, dude, I'll wave at a grandma on a freaking moped and be like, "Shoot, yeah, Granny, get it down the road."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even people on mopeds I wave at. It don't make a difference to me.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not in a cage.
right.
So what difference does it make?
I guess. I guess I'm getting a little more wisdom in my old age and just realizing that it needs to be more of two wheels versus the world, not two wheels versus two wheels. You
Yeah.
know, doesn't matter what two wheels, we should be together versus the rest of the world because the people in the four wheels are the ones actually trying to kill us.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's I don't know. And I think we can set a good example by making sure that if you're on two wheels, everybody just wave, help, show the rest of the world what being genuine and helping your neighbor looks like. So, and I think majority of the people do. I see it a lot. I see a lot of people, helping each other. I think you only get that into certain cliques and certain stuff like clubs and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
let's see. Bikers and back roads. I think some of those same ideas affect bike nights. Well, sir, you stay in contact with me because 2026, Rollin Throttle's got some plans coming. Demo knows how I am. I come up with an idea and I'm like, okay, how can we do this?
I'm hoping
Sometimes it's
some
good.
drags. I'm hoping some drag strips are in play at some point.
Oh,
Just saying.
Crystal and I are looking at actually getting our license because
Oh,
where the local this one just got sanctioned by the International Hot Rod Association.
dang.
Yeah. We're like, content. Let's go get our license. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much when I went up there that one day right before work, coming out there and racing you guys on the strip. I wasn't expecting the bike to do that good.
But it wasn't
And
about that. We were just having
it
a
was just
blast.
and I mean that's the main thing was I was just out there to have fun with you guys anyways. But same time, kind of sort of shocking though. I
Bro,
mean, Dallas almost lost.
the month before I got my butt handed to me the whole time. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I was I was running John from Dream Rides. I was running all these guys. I got my butt handed to me. Still had a blast. We still had a great time. I kind of feel like the drag race stuff that we do and the get-togethers that needs to get out more into the bike nights and the motorcycle events. The way we
Yes.
are at drag racing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody helping everybody talking to everybody just having fun.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. Welcome to mobbing. Everybody go to mobbing. Yeah.
I mean, heck, we all had a blast that day. And I mean, heck, I even had a couple of people come up to me after there towards the end. And even when I swung by Dream Rides during the rally,
Yeah.
one of the guys there looked at the bike and goes, hang on, man, you was up at the drag strip that one day. I was like, yep.
Yeah. They call me Papa Willie.
So,
yeah. Yeah, that's now the one that we have here. If you ever come up and go run with us, you'll be like, "Holy crap, this place is nice!" Like it is super nice, and I just love going to eat there. And you guys can make fun of me, but I'm not the only one. On Test and Two nights, there is literally families that will go there to just eat because the lady makes everything homemade. The food comes off of the farm that's next to the drag strip over there.
Oh, nice.
And she cooks everything, and it's just mwah, it's banging. And then come out, she has a restaurant. I'm like, man, I could eat this all the time. She's like, I have a restaurant over there, right? I'm like, no, I do now. I do now. Yep. Well, the whole backstory is her husband owned the drag strip. He's the one that built it and started it, right?
Okay.
And she just sold it off to these new people. And the whole deal was when they sold it is she was allowed to do the food for the drag strip. That was the contract. As long as she's living and the track's running, she's the one that does the food at the drag strip.
Oh.
So I was like, you made a hell of a deal there.
Yes,
I'm not even talking about the people, the woman running. I'm talking about the people who bought it. I'm like, bro, good racing and good food, you're in. Like,
oh yeah, and there's no doubt I'll be up that way.
Yeah. Bent rim threw another one in the pot. Another.
He's trying to make sure he gets his name. He makes sure he gets a new shirt. That's what it is.
Yeah, he acts like. What do you mean? He's already got one. He's already got one. He's already won one. I'm like, geez. Actually, we were talking about a lot. We were talking about Rollin Throttle socks and all kinds of stuff. That way we make sure old wobbly wheel there is like from head to toe and Rollin Throttle. Love them. Love the support. All you guys are awesome. Like I talk to people all the time. Like I'm like, bro, you got to come around the group of guys that like support us. I like we've all became family, and you'll laugh your butt off. We're all nuts, a little off a rocker. It's funny. Yeah, Papa Willie, he was. That's all you kept on.
Until Sturgis.
Till Sturgis. Then he decided he's going to take Dallas's job and clean the ditches, but you know.
Hey, in all honesty, though, I didn't think that hill was that steep. I'll be honest. It didn't look like it was that steep.
Fat guy. He's already screen printed his Speedo. Oh my gosh.
I can only imagine.
You guys are a nutcase. Hey, if he would wear one while riding a motorcycle at mobbing, I will make him a Speedo.
Speaking of, you going to come up with gloves before too long, ain't you?
Well, you guys calm down. I got all kinds of going on here. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah, we're working on gloves. We're working on hoodies. We're working on 3 other shirt designs.
Cool deal.
I don't know. Crystal's on that. She wanted to do it. I'm like, there you go. Have at it. Yeah. Yeah, he did, Jack. He went from Papa Willie to demo. Papa Willie didn't last long.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure something else out.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. Dallas Zach is the Rollin Throttle hype man.
Yes, he is.
I will give him that title. That every picture I see is he's flying it. I mean, all you guys do. I'm gonna take you away from all you guys. Like I say all the time, we wouldn't be where we're at without every one of you. But that dude wears a lot of Rollin Throttle. No, he doesn't. He needs to keep his wardrobe. It looks awesome. Okay. I approve of his wardrobe. Oh. I wish I was there. I wish there was more motorcycle drag racing. So that's the big thing with the IHARA. NHARA dropped Top Fuel motorcycles. IHRA just announced the Outlaw Series, which is the Top Fuel for 2026. And then they also has specifically done a lot of classes that match the all Harley drag racing series because they are trying to attract the motorcycle drag racing along with all the car stuff they do for 2026.
Oh, cool.
That's why they went and purchased so many tracks. That's why they went and sanctioned a bunch of tracks.
Kind of sort of wondering if they may have looked into the track there at Sturgis.
It needs a lot of repair.
I know it needs a lot of repair. I know that was one of the things. That was one of the reasons why it wasn't open this year.
Yep, and the owners are kind of hard to deal with.
So I'm kind of wondering if they're looking at possibly either building a new one or possibly buying that one and fixing it. Because you got to think about it. If you're going to do something that's all Harley and it's drag racing, you've got to have it there at Sturgis. Just saying. Because, I mean, Daytona has a drag strip.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's I-4 going towards Orlando.
Mm-hmm. and yeah, I agree with Jack there about Tweedle. Tweedle needs to get back on here.
Jake, you know how to help boost it? Start doing it. Show everybody else what it's about. Yes, they are, bro. Yes, they are, and they have made NHRA look like fools already. They made them look like a bunch of pompous assholes. Ooh, yeah. Jake, yeah, the good old I-4 Raceway. Yep. Oh, I laugh because everybody complains about rush hour in Charleston, West Virginia, and I'm like, where's the rush hour? Like, there's like 20 people driving at one spot. I'm just saying.
Hell, Knoxville, you can't even get around Knoxville now, even on the back roads, and not run into heavy traffic anymore. It's hideous. I'd rather drive through LA right now.
Why does that always do that? I hate this new crap. Let's see. Wobbly wheels in there. Sorry, I'm making the wheel. You can talk about whatever you want. Cut time. I'm doing the wheel for the giveaway.
Okay. Well, everyone just remember, we got mobbing coming up in Suches in April. Hope everybody comes out.
Give them a lowdown.
Well, heck, I don't even have the lowdown on that one yet. I've been trying to get it from you, but anyways, there's quite a few rides.
Tell them what they can expect us riding in that area.
Riding, okay.
Yeah.
You got the Suches Loop, Mountains and Twisties. You got Blood Mountain, which is part of the Suches Loop. You also have the Brasstown Loop, which if you combine the two loops, it makes Dragon's Eyes. And you got Helen, that's about 15, 20 minutes away. Then, of course, you also have, what's the name of it? Not great. You put me on the spot. Thanks, Drew. Tail of the Dragon's about 2 hours away. There's a bunch of other roads that are actually a lot better. I did a video the other day, a couple weeks ago, that I put out just on 60 alone, going down from Morganton, which is the town just north of Suches, riding all the way down to Suches. Did a little video that even has a little bit of curved stuff to it. There's at the campground, it's a big size campground. They have a place to eat. It is good food. It's not expensive. There's also, I think, a little cabin hut type things. There's like 3 or 4 of them, not many. But the campground has tables, grills, charcoal grills. There's a little creek that runs through it. Gas station's literally right around the corner from the campground. So, but yeah, plan on having some fun tearing up some mountain roads. So, if you like West Virginia roads, you'll like Suches as well. DDK showing up. Oh, DDK's here. What's up, DDK?
All right. Let's do this. Because you guys are awesome. Like I said, I'm doing this as a way for helping us. All this stuff goes towards mobbing, you know. So, let's see here. Share screen. I gotta make sure I actually put it on screen this time. Unlike last time. Boom. There we go.
Hang on. I hope you get to come down, Zach.
What the hell? Add. Okay, here we go. Let me shuffle it up. Shuffle. See that I can make sure I shuffle a shit ton of times. All right, you ready?
Go for it.
Here we go.
Well,
you saw me shuffle that thing 5,000 times before I did that. All right, Ben Rim. Yay, T-shirt.
Congrats, Ben Rim.
So for everybody else, we're going to go over to the members. We're going to hang out because I got some awesome news to talk about for this week, what happened this week, and what's going on, because all these guys love hearing about and giving me shit about doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, Roddy, I'll see you over there, and okay. I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll go from there. All right?
Gotcha.
All right, for everybody else, I want to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And the cheapest way to support the channel is after this live, go hit the like button, make a comment, and share it to one other person. That way we get more people in here and have a great time. Other than that, everybody in the side chat, thanks for showing up. And guess what? Christmas, we're doing it. We're doing a show on Christmas. So if you don't have anything to do, come on over here. Or just show it to your family and everybody sit around and watch it. Other than that, I'll see you guys over on the members live. Everybody else, thanks for coming. See you next week.